Democracy. No, not Jamaican democracy. System of government here in the UK by which people voice their opinions and the state reacts accordingly. But here on Carlisle Road, development is developing despite multiple objections by nearby residents. But why?
My name is Hugo, and for over 5 months I've had a film degree, and now I'm putting it to use here on the Y Files, the local Cambridge news show where we don't know anything. Why? Exactly.
Imagine a time when a virus is ravaging our nation and we're all sick of being stuck in this multiple iteration of lockdown. I'm of course talking about last year, November to be exact, when residents here on Carlisle Road were asked about an extension to this building behind me, Carlisle House. Despite its name, Carlisle House is no home, but rather an office building. An office building due to be extended 1 story up and out the back on the 1st, 2nd and 3rd floor rears. Now you may be thinking to yourself, that's a damn fine looking building. I can never build a building that looks that damn fine. You'd be disagreeing with 90 of the residents here on Carlisle Road. And of the 18 comments received back, 18 were objections, for a grand percentage of all of them. But Hugo, there are literally infinity numbers. 18 isn't that much. Well, an anonymous resident here told us at Cambridge Unwrapped that Bidwell's, the agency behind the development, hadn't actually reached out to all those who would be affected. Instead, they had to find out by other residents photocopying the notices that they were given and handing them out by hand. People weren't happy, and it's easy to see why, because they said in the planning application comments. For one, they feel that the Victorian home aesthetic of the neighbourhood wouldn't well accommodate an ugly office building. And it makes sense. The only other similar building around here is this one, the Henry Giles building, which is due for demolition, which would leave this area otherwise completely residential, and a conservation one at that. Others voiced concerns that the building would disrupt the skyline, not just here, but at Jesus Green, which is already getting a hit from the foam mask going up there. Apart from that, there's also concerns about the neighbours opposite and the sunlight hit they're going to take, and also the risk that taller and taller buildings here could attract kaijus, monolithic beings from other worlds that come to prey on skyscrapers, which would be pretty bad news for the area because I'm pretty sure they don't even have a neighbourhood watch. But look, I don't want this to be a David and Goliath situation where the little guy gangs up on the big man, so let's put ourselves in their shoes. They presumably want the office space because there's a lack of office space in Cambridge. I mean, if we discount the new 15-acre space being built at the Cambridge Industrial Technology Park, the new 5-storey office building being built at the Cambridge Biomedical Campus, or literally any other office space in Cambridge that's empty because everyone's working from home anyway. Other than those. So people weren't happy about it, and not wanting the Carlisle Road area to devolve into some kind of anarchy, the Carlisle House people said, hey look, we're not the bad guys, we'll hear you out. How about we trim down the back a bit? Reasonable? Kind of, but it seemed like no matter what people said, they were going to go ahead with the development anyway. Which begs the question, why bother with the consultation in the first place? Did they really care what the community had to say? Or did they just want to act like it? I don't know, but what I do know is that this is one ugly building, and the last thing that people here want is more of it. For the Y Files on Cambridge Unwrapped, I've been Hugo. Why? Big thanks to the people of Carlisle Road who reached out and asked me to tackle this topic. If you've got a story that you want to see on the show, reach out to cambridgeunwrapped@gmail.com or DM us on any of our socials linked down below. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and ding the bell to be notified when new videos go up.